This week on Cartoon Dumpster Dive, we cover the movie The Last Unicorn. Joel,
Yes, Andrew.
have you ever wondered what it would be to be the last of something?
Like the last Mohican?
Yeah, I guess. Or the last human, last man on Earth, that one Will Forte show where he was not the last man on Earth for several, like maybe 4 or 5 episodes in.
Yes, Andrew. I feel like it would be very lonely.
Let me ask you this. Okay, you're the last man on Earth. Are you still wearing clothes?
Yes, because
Me too.
I've
So
been
many
conditioned.
Well, it's just like, for me, it's just like I don't want to be that exposed to the elements.
True.
Because it's just like, even when cavemen wore clothes, you got to keep your jumblies tucked away just in
Yes.
case. I mean,
Now-
what if you got a predator? Like, if a predator's coming, I don't want to be hanging out with my brain out.
Yeah, like, you ever try sprinting at full speed?
Yeah,
With-
you need some support.
Yeah, it's like a sports brawl. You need at least something. Now,
Yeah, you need like,
I'll probably do like a lot of skinny dipping, stuff like
Right.
that. But yeah, like, I'm still going to get dressed every day.
I don't know how long I would last as the last person on Earth. How long do you think you'd last?
If I wanted to last, I think I could go a while.
Yeah, I'd
And
give myself like 2 years.
I think maybe longer, as long as, I don't like accidentally kill myself through poison. But, I feel like if I realize I'm in that situation, first thing I'm going to do is go to the grocery stores, get what kind of meat and stuff like that can sustain me for a while.
Right.
Then I'm going to go get books because I feel like the internet's going to be down at this point.
Yeah.
I'm going to
You
go
read
get
a lot of
books on how to like garden, shit like that. I'm going to figure out how to survive, But that
Try to build me a big brick pizza oven. It's my first task.
just get like screw learning to like garden, hunt. Nah, I need this
No,
pizza oven.
I need pizza ovens so I can make myself a nice wood brick pizza. But we're not talking about the last human beings. We're
No.
talking about the movie The Last Unicorn. And while
My
this doesn't have a theme song, it does have an album. What did you think of the music in The Last Unicorn?
I was surprised, Andrew, because the music, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised to find out who they got to actually perform the music.
Who's that?
America. For those who don't know the band America, chances are you'll know at least one of their songs. A Horse with No Name. I rode through the desert on a horse with no name. Felt good to get out of the rain. That song.
Right.
Like, they were a big band back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Like a huge band. So it surprised me that they got them to perform the music for this movie.
It was one of the best-selling albums in 1983 in West Germany. So, because they still had a West Germany back then.
What did you think of the music, Andrew? Was it your cup of tea?
It reminded me of those bands that sing about hobbits. Like,
Yep.
they're rock bands, but it's like the knight showed valiantly to the princess. And you're like, this is definitely on the more beige scale
Yes. Yes.
of rock music. But it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, I wasn't like, oh my God.
You weren't
I can
jamming out
definitely-
to it.
No, it was like when they went into whole segments of the part that kind of threw me out of it is they'll go into like a whole ballad,
Yeah.
and what they are singing about really isn't happening in the movie. Like, it's not, the songs are not progressing the plot, I guess. They're just music for a montage that they're like, this just happens to have unicorns in the song.
So when the movie started and the theme song played, my first thought was, because the theme song is probably the best song in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, this, they didn't get some group that can barely sing. They got a pretty good group that does good music. And I was hopeful, Andrew. I was hopeful. But as the movie went on, I was just like, okay, all right, okay.
So, spoilers, but this movie's based off of a book. Did you ever read the book?
No, did you?
No.
I ain't
But I
no
do have some
pansy,
little fact-
Andrew. I ain't reading books about no stupid unicorns.
Sir Christopher Lee read it, and I have a few fun facts about him that I'll get to later. He was a spy in M6 for Her Majesty's Court. You know that one fun fact
Yeah.
about how he went to Peter Jackson and he gave him notes on what a person does when they get stabbed in the back.
Really?
And Peter Jackson was like, how do you know? And he goes, I fought in World War II as a spy. I did it. And then he was like, oh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. No, Christopher Lee was about that life.
Yeah, it
May
was.
he rest in peace. But yeah, let's get into this, how this got made, because there's actually a little bit of I don't know, underhandedness when it comes to how they treated Peter S. Beagle.
Yeah, so like you said, based off of the book by the same name by old Beagle there. It was released in 1982, produced by, I feel like we haven't talked about them here lately, but Rankin Bass, Andrew.
Since Halloween. And a fun fact, Peter, when they were in the talks with the movie, his one request was to not have this animated by Rankin Bass.
But guess
And
what
when-
happened?
When the producers got to him and they're just like, look, not only is Rankin Bass going to do it, they're the only ones who want to.
It was the last group. They
Yeah.
went through other production companies, and it was the last one.
And,
And
he was like, I was like, I'd rather it not be made. But then he actually talked with the company's name, Rack and Bass, the two guys, but he seemed to put away a lot of his fears.
Yeah, I actually read that basically after the deal, Beagle stated that he had come to feel that the film is actually a good deal more than he had originally credited. He said that there was some lovely design work. The Japanese artists who did the concepts and coloring were very good, and the voice actors did a superb job in bringing my characters to life.
Yeah. He warmed up to it. I read a thing that said he had to watch it several times before he could appreciate it.
Yeah.
So he did a lot more than what Alan Moore did when he was like, when Watchmen came out by
Oh,
Zack
yeah.
Snyder. He goes, I'm not going to fucking watch that movie. Fuck that.
Fuck that shit. I ain't watching that. You couldn't. I could do a better job.
There was a quote from Zack Snyder where he's just like, "I'd be lucky if Alan Moore used that DVD as a coaster." And then Alan Moore's response was, "That would imply that DVD ever made it into my house." I was
Dang.
like, damn. But yeah.
Well, I found this out too. Thought this was pretty cool. So Rankin Bass, they worked with the animation studio in Tokyo called Top Craft. It was headed by a former Toei Animation employee, Tori Hara, with Masaki Izuki. Now these guys, they had worked on previous films and projects from Rankin Bass back in the day, before the 80s and the 70s. But they later would be hired by Hayao Miyazaki. Sorry, I don't know why I butchered his name. To work on his, the Niscala of the Valley of the Wind, one of the Miyazaki films I never watched. But they actually eventually became core members of Studio Ghibli.
Oh, nice.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Which, the animation in this is actually not bad. Like, it might not stand the test of time.
Different.
Yeah, it's different. It might not necessarily stand the test of time, but animation goes, it's pretty solid for 80.
Oh yeah, they do.
Early 80s.
They do a lot of the whole early 80s tricks with animation. Yeah, it's not I wouldn't say it's bad. The story is where it kind of gets me, because I feel like, and I kind of perused Reddit just to see, but apparently there's a great deal of this movie versus the book where they took a lot out of the books.
Okay.
And they say that people who have read the books and watched the movie, they're like, the movie would be a lot better if I had not read the book. Because the book fills in the gaps of so much.
I can see that. Cause
I feel like this movie, if it had everything that it needed, it would be like 3 hours. It's like one of those movies.
It wasn't like, as I was watching it, it did feel like there was stuff just missing from it. It felt like maybe it just wasn't like I wasn't getting so involved with the characters, but it just felt like there was something missing from the overall story.
Yeah, like the way the party is put together, it just seems so like happenstantial. I don't know, it doesn't really have a good flow of like he gets that old woman who just joins him, and it's like, well, you saw you made Robin Hood appear, so I'm going to join you. And that was that. And I felt like maybe in the book they
go into more detail.
They go into more detail of like why she went, because it seems like such a short conversation. And
yeah, it felt like that should have been a bigger deal, and it was just like it felt like they had
Smedrick. Yeah, Smedrick is like way too easy to like. I feel like there was also this backstory with Molly, who's like kind of mad at the unicorn that was just like, oh, you waited all this time for me to see you. Now that I'm an old lady, I guess I can't appreciate it, or blah blah blah. And I'm like, I feel like there's a lot more that
she did a 180
that
real quick.
Well, I mean, she was like, well, I can't hold hard feelings against you. It's like, you didn't know I wanted to see you or something like that. But I just feel like there was just like things that just need to be fleshed out a little more.
Yeah. Well, it felt like her whole world was devastated and like she just within like 2 seconds just picks herself up and she's like, "Nah, I'm good now." And it's like,
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So
I mean,
a couple
yeah.
of good stars in this. Jeff Bridges is Prince Lear. Mia Farrow is the unicorn. You would know her from Rosemary's Baby. As I've said, Sir Christopher Lee is King Haggard. Look,
Okay.
he was knighted, and
He
he's
was.
dead.
He was.
The least I could do is give him the title. And Alan Arkin is Smedrick the Wizard. Now, here are some little fun facts about like the voice cast. Like for one, Sir Christopher Lee, he showed up to the recording session armed with his own copy of the book. Several places marked in the book that he said these have to be in here.
So he was a fan.
Yeah, they cannot be omitted. And he also did this with the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Rings, and all of its sequels. He was just like, he's like, you can omit some of this stuff, but this stuff has to be in here, or I'm not going to be in this movie.
I like it. I like it.
Co-director Jules Bass revealed that Jeff Bridges called him out of the blue and volunteered to do the movie for free because the novel was one of his favorites as a kid.
Really?
Yep. So, I mean, we can get into the movie a little bit. So
I feel like I'm missing something on this novel. I feel like I need to go read it.
I kind of feel like I should read the novel too, because it's like, it seems that might be a novel that like I've been waiting for like a big book to read my son, because we've done like I'll read him a couple of big books, just like,
Yeah.
not that he's paying attention. Like I read The Good Dog, Around the World in 80 Days, which, did you know that they never take a hot air balloon in that entire book? Don't you
that
associate
surprised me.
Around the World in 80 Days with a hot air balloon?
Yes, that's
Okay.
blowing
As
my
long as
mind
it's
right
not just
now.
me. Yeah, nope. It's all about trains and boats. They don't ever, they might take one at the very end. But from what I was to always understand that like they take a hot air balloon.
That was like their
the
main
entire time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
like
their
main
main form
mode.
of transportation. No. So yeah. So two humans, they go inside the forest and they see a unicorn and they're like, okay, we saw it. We go out and we're like, all right, hey, just to let you know, you're the last one. And
Don't ever
she's
leave
like,
the forest.
yeah, they're like, don't leave the forest. You know, you're the last unicorn. Just stay there. I didn't know that unicorns were immortal until this. I don't know much about unicorns when it comes to like old fiction.
Because you ain't no
there's like,
sissy, Andrew.
even with like goblins and orcs and stuff, there's like new fiction, which is like, you know, we're putting a lot of spins on things that weren't there, and then there's old fiction where it's like, this is what they did. This is all that, like, unicorns are immoral. Because like now, if you look at a unicorn, it's like, oh, they bleed rainbow, they grant wishes, blah 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 blah. And in old fiction, it's like, this is a horse with a horn on it. It's immortal, and it might be able to talk to you. I don't. But yeah. So then we learn she does leave the forest, and not all humans can see unicorns. You gotta
It's
have
like
special
what they-
eyes.
No, they
just see a white
forgot
horse.
about
Yeah.
unicorns, so they
They
can't
forgot about
tell.
Dre.
Unless you're a
And,
wizard, apparently.
Unless you're a wizard,
Yeah.
or blessed with magical, or unless, I guess, if you still believe. And so, she gets captured, this unicorn of ours, by a Baba Yaga type.
Oh
And
yeah.
she gets sold into a circus. There are two creatures that are real: the harpy and her.
Dude, that
But she has to
harpy.
do. Oh man, yeah,
I-
is an intense drawing.
Yeah, like when I hear the word harpy, like, you know, I've got in my brain, I'm like, okay, kind of a humanoid female bird thing. No.
She had human parts.
Yeah, three boobs.
She had two pairs of them, I believe. But yeah, that's what I mean by like old fiction versus new fiction. It's like our new fiction of what a harpy looks like. It's like they're kind of human-esque bird ladies.
The furries love the new harpies.
Not too bad on the eyes, but old fiction, they're like, this is a vulture that has tits, and you're like,
be afraid.
Still on board. But not as much as the other ones.
Yeah, like, holy crap.
But yeah, and then the rest of them are just really sad animals that she put an illusion spell on. And her illusion spell is kind of funny because it's like, well, if you want it to be that, it'll look like that to you.
Yeah, it's whatever you truly want it to look like. Yeah.
And then our wizard friend Smedrick, he gets a change of heart, and he goes, I'll free you with magic. And he fucks up. He's not a very good magician.
He is not.
And so he's just like, well, I'll just do a pickpocket instead. And he has to confuse someone. He has to confuse a guy named Rook with a riddle. And there is actually there's a fun fact about the riddle. So the riddle is, why is a raven like a writing desk? And it's a famous unanswered riddle asked by the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. It's supposed to be a nonsense riddle that has no answer, but that has not stopped people throughout history trying to solve it. And
are there any good
Edgar
guesses?
Allan Poe wrote on both, and because the notes for which they are noted are not noted from being musical notes. And Lewis Carroll wearily suggests when he grew tired of people asking. Oh, yeah, basically, like, they kind of grew tired of people asking, so they just kind of said
whatever.
Said it's this. Sure. It's like when a lot of people theorize now that if you've written yourself into a wall, you'll go into Reddit and look at the fan theories, and you're like, that's good. We should go with that.
Let's go with this.
And so, yeah, he frees her, and then they end up with this guy who, what was his name? Captain something. Real
it's like
proud
the
of
bandit,
himself.
the bandit group, right?
Yeah, the bandit group. And he sorry, I was just trying to see if I could see. Oh, Captain Cully. Captain Cully and his crew, and he's they're trying to he's trying to get by because like he's trying to guide this unicorn to the other unicorns, and he goes, well, we could go to King Haggard. He might know. And so they start going, they run up to Captain Cully, and they get into an argument about Robin Hood being real, and then he makes an illusion of Robin Hood that causes everyone to run away. And then he's like, you're doing tricks, and then Molly, they tie him to a tree.
Boy, that tree.
And then he tries to get free from the tree from magic, and he turns the tree into a big tits tree.
Yeah. Yeah, that was... I had to watch that scene like 5 different times because I'm like, am I missing something? What the hell is going on?
But then, the tree gets too attached, and then Molly comes up, and she gets jealous. And then this is when Molly gets introduced to the unicorn. She's like, where have you been? I could have seen you when I was young.
You were supposed to come to me when I was a young maiden.
Yep. I guess maybe it's good luck. It's good fortune if you see a unicorn.
Yeah, there's something there along with like young maidens and unicorns.
Yeah. So it's probably like good luck. So, okay, we go on from there, and then Molly's like, are you trying to go to King Haggard? And Smedrick is like, yeah. He goes, well, you're going the wrong way.
It's this way, Jack.
And this is when they learn about the Red Bull, who has amazing effects attached to him. And the Red Bull attacks the unicorn, and in order, they're just like, well, he's only going after unicorns. He doesn't care about us. Let's use some magic to turn him into something else. Smedrick turns our unicorn into a lady, and she is not happy about it. Yeah, well, it's
devastated.
Like she's like, I can feel myself dying.
Yeah, when she said that, I was like, oh God.
Well, I mean, yeah, you've been an immortal for how long, and then you get shoved into a mortal body. You could probably
feel myself growing old. No,
yeah. So it's like, damn.
Welcome to real life. Just smack her.
Yeah. So eventually they make it to King Haggard and Prince Lear, and Prince Lear's like, who is this hot babe?
Hello, fair maiden. Yes.
And he's like, I killed a dragon. First of all, psychopathic move. I killed this I killed this for you. And you're like,
just immediately
tone it down.
Immediately rides out to slay a dragon to impress her.
Flowers, maybe some candy. You don't go with full on Moida just yet. I don't know. Maybe they did it different back in them times.
I've killed a dragon.
She was like, I don't want this.
Yeah. Doesn't even say anything to him. Just cold shoulder.
Yeah. So then Molly's trying to give him advice. Be like, have you tried just talking to her and stop handing her a dead thing?
Yeah.
And then poor Smedrick is like, King Haggard's like, I haven't smiled in I don't know how long. You look funny. Do funny stuff. He's like that the episode of The Office where Will Ferrell tells Andy to be the funny guy. He's like, eat this soap. And he's like, I guess this is my life now. Because later on in the movie, he's just like, I don't know how much longer I can take this. This guy is making me juggle teacups with hot tea in them. And eventually, a unicorn is on the ledge with King Haggard, and he's like, I know you're a unicorn. And he goes, I know this because you have the same energy as the only thing that makes me happy is unicorns. That's why I got that big flaming bull to corral them all in the ocean, and they only come out when I want to crack a smile. Which
what? It makes no sense.
The book has to add more detail into that because you're just like,
why would he do that? If
why would they make you do that?
Yeah, if they make you smile, just have them around. Go out into the forest and look at them.
Or maybe a stable. I feel like if you treated them right, they would just hang out with you. You're like, hey, you guys make me real happy. Do you want me to? He doesn't even. What's even weirder is he is the villain of this movie. But it just doesn't line up. He doesn't make them slaves. He has no subjects, really. His kingdom is destitute. The only one here is Prince Lear. And then you learn that Prince Lear he's like, I don't have anything. And he's like, well, you have Prince Lear, your son. He goes, that's not my son. I found him.
I was just some kid. I kidnapped this kid.
There's some kid that I thought I could grab because I thought raising a hero would make me happy. And
I got a wild hair up my ass one day and was just like, you know what's missing in my life?
Because he's like, I just found him. Just the way he says it so casually. It's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about him. And so, then eventually, they're like, well, if they're at the ocean, maybe we could go there. And then Unicorn is having second thoughts. Granted, I call her Unicorn even though she's in human form. They don't give her a human name.
What? They said, no, Lady Amethella?
Oh, right? Yeah, Lady Amethella. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
She's like, I love you, Prince Lear. and I want to stay with you. And like everybody's like, Smedrick is way ready to wrap this up, to wrap this quest up.
He's like,
and he goes, I
gotta get
yeah,
out.
that works because I don't think I could turn you into back into a unicorn anyway. So he's like, this could be your happy ending. Let's turn around and let's just do this. And Molly and Prince Lear are just like, that's not how this works. You don't get to stop the story at the ending that you want. And so they go to the coast, and the bull's like, what the fuck are y'all doing here? I'm pissed. And they start, like, him and the unicorn start to fight. And Prince Lear's getting mad at Smedrick. He goes, why don't you use your magic to help her? He's like, that's not how magic works. He goes, you know what this is a job for? A hero. So why don't you go save her?
I'm lazy. I'm not that good at magic. I don't even know how I turned her into a human to begin with.
He is pretty upfront at the whole movie. He goes, I am not good at this.
Yeah.
I have told you all several times I'm not good at this.
You are asking
Stop
too much
asking
from me.
Yeah, you are asking way too much. So Prince Lear has a fight with the bull, and he wins at the cost of his own life. And all the unicorns come out of the ocean. The castle falls. King Haggard is gone. And they're all sad. They're standing in front of Prince Lear, and unicorn gets turned back into a unicorn. And she gives him a little lick on the cheek, and he, comes back to life. And he was just like, I was having the same dream as my dad. Wait, no, I was dead. Sometimes the dialogue in this movie is so, it's not funny, but it's so peculiar in the way that they talk. It's like very old English.
Well, I actually, I thought it was funny because it's like they was writing it. I felt like half the script was written like, we're going to try to be old English, but then they would throw out like more modern lines. And I'm just like, you guys got to like pick a lane here. Yeah. Like what theme you going with?
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like this whole entire book and movie. Well, I don't know about the book. I didn't read it.
Yeah.
But this whole movie plays out like a Shakespearean type deal.
Yeah.
It's like they talk very. This could easily be a play, I feel. Like you could turn this into a stage play if you wanted. And I would not be surprised if it had been one.
Some local theater has done it.
So another thing that happened, because we're paid. That was the movie. The day is saved. Prince Lear is like, she'll never know that I loved her. And the unicorn is just like, I'm the only unicorn that knows regret. And Smedrick's like, that was not my intention. I am so sorry.
My B, fam.
She's like, it's fine. Okay, so due to some contractual disputes, author Peter S. Beagle received no compensation for the sale of any of the original DVDs or VHSs. It also, let's see, where did it go? A campaign was launched on Peter's behalf by Colin Press in August of 2005. So I don't know. I couldn't find if any information that his estate finally got any kind of residuals, but that was kind of like, to me, that was it's like a very old Hollywood, like,
yeah,
rigmarole.
You got screwed. You got screwed,
just
man.
like, Jack Kirby made every single iconic comic book character that you like, and he basically got nothing for it. Or even if you do the modern day, shoot, I can't. It's like the guy who made the Guardians of the Galaxy. He didn't get anything for that.
Yeah.
Like he made those characters. He made them what they were, but because it's under the Marvel umbrella, that he doesn't get anything.
Genius, Marvel. Genius.
And another cool fact, during the scene with Prince Lear is confronting the dragon, if you listen closely to its roars, you can hear the same roars as the original Godzilla movies.
Ah. Yeah, they was just recycling that sound.
They also said this, along with Watership Down and The Plague Dogs, are all like tied for like some of the most violent G movies ever made.
I could see that. I mean, the scene where the harpy kills those humans, like,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
it's
really,
graphic.
Yeah, like it doesn't like show too much, but it's still like, oh, this for kids? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll teach the
there are
youngins.
loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of fun facts. There's a lot of people who share names from Greek mythology.
Okay.
Actually, the harpy that is shown in this is the same harpy from Odysseus.
Yep.
So that's
He had to go
cool.
fight some harpies.
Yep. And then finally, John Vernon, James Earl Jones, and John Carradine were considered voices for King Haggard. So, Joel, I believe it's time to move to your new reoccurring segment. Reviews that are a unicorn out of 10 and the last good review.
Oh, very nice, Andrew. Very nice.
Yeah.
So this is sitting at a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
It's a cult classic, despite
it
being
is.
a commercial failure.
So I've got a 1 out of 10 for you. We'll start at that.
Okay.
Titled, "This Movie Stinks with Horribleness." First off, they sing horribly and in the wrong situations. Second, they don't convey a story of sense. They don't make sense when they do things. The butterfly just sings and makes no sense.
Forgot to mention the butterfly.
Oh, the butterfly, dude! If I was that unicorn was getting pissed at that butterfly, and I would too. Yeah. Like, just answer my dang question, butterfly. Stop singing.
Just answer what. Stop talking in riddles.
Third, the castle stuff made no sense. They were in there for so long, and somehow they fell in love over a poem. Then they sang on a horrible duet together. I don't see any sense in that. Sense, none. Lastly, the Red Bull was bullet in itself. Haha, sense, none in it. I hope my story of reviews has enlightened you to the aspect of the film which contains no sense, all in the no story setting. The unicorn voice stinks too. That review made no sense.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
It was. So this is a 10 out of 10, titled "Truly Magical." I was born in 1977 and about 5 when I first watched this movie on beta, no less. That made me laugh.
Yeah.
It has stayed with me all these years, and as I write this, I am 43. This beautiful film is my childhood, and I hope it can continue to be shared with each generation as it is absolutely timeless. Like the unicorn, I hope this film remains elusive yet timeless. I don't know if you want this film to be elusive, if you want people to watch it.
I don't know. I did enjoy watching this a little bit.
It wasn't.
There are talks of a live action movie, but it's more or less like still very much up in the air. And I feel like if they do a live action movie, add more stuff from the book. Yeah, so a live action version of the novel has toiled in development hell over the years, though it has reached various stages of pre-production at times, even when Sir Christopher Lee and Angela Lansbury said to reprise their roles. As of 2013, an ongoing legal dispute stemming from the animated movie, coupled with budgetary issues, have stalled the project through author Peter S. Beagle has completed a new screenplay and expressed hopes that the movie will be made someday.
Hey, let's get it made. I'd rather see a live action movie of this than any new live action remake of a Disney movie, honestly.
Peter's still kicking.
Let's do it, Pete.
Like that's like my only criticism is I feel like they took too much out of the book. I don't know what's in the book, but I feel like if I were to read because like it's unanimous that it's like the book is entirely so much better, and there just must be more things that flesh out the story.
Yeah, I feel like you get probably more attached to the different characters because
if Christopher Lee and Jeff Bridges just went out of their way so hard to be like in this movie, it must be good. Yeah,
because to me, that's what I was missing from it is why do I even care about these characters? Like, I had I guess call it no connection, like nothing like that. So I felt like I was just like missing more kind of backstory, maybe like more depth to the different characters.
I got you.
Yep.
Well, it's basically on every streaming platform.
Oh, yeah, you can find it.
It's like Tubi, Amazon Video, blah, blah,
Give it
blah.
a watch.
But
I think it's...
Yeah, give it a watch.
I think it's
an hour and a half.
It.
It's not too bad. If you have children, they would enjoy it too. But I believe that wraps up The Last Unicorn. If you would like to support the show, you can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/cartoondd. There we have the $5 tier that gets you stickers and pins mailed to your door, access to our Discord, which gives you access to the mega request, where your request goes to the top of the list. We also have a website, cartoondumpsterdive.com. There you can request a cartoon or go to our store. We are Cartoon DD on Twitter. We are Cartoon Dumpster Dive on all other social media platforms. If you are listening to this on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we appreciate a 5-star review on the podcasting platform of your choice, so we don't make this one the last episode of Cartoon Dumpster Dive. Have a great rest of your week.
See ya.